Good morning. My name is Maureen Chung. Welcome to Daily Devotional of August the 19th. The Bible passage is 1 Samuel chapter 14 verse 15 to 23, and the title is Awake My Soul. Yesterday we met Saul's oldest son, Jonathan, a brave warrior. He exercised his leadership as a soldier, and there are 8 qualities of spiritual leadership. Number 1, initiative. Number 2, faith. Number 3, influence. 4, risk-taking. 5, advance. 6, attack. 7, chain effect. And 8, awake potentials. Yesterday we dealt with the first 6 qualities based on 1 Samuel chapter 14 verse 1 to 14. Today we shall deal with the final 2 qualities based on 1 Samuel chapter 14 verse 15 to 23. To Erwin Raphael McManus, my credit is due, as I am deeply inspired by his book titled Seizing Your Divine Moment, published in 2002. Let's see what the Bible says. Then panic struck the whole army, those in the camp and field, and those in the outposts and raiding parties, and the ground shook. It was a panic sent by God. Saul's lookouts at Gibeah in Benjamin saw the army melting away in all directions. Then Saul said to the men who were with him, "Muster the forces and see who has left us." When they did, it was Jonathan and his armor-bearer who were not there. Saul said to Ahijah, "Bring the ark or ephod of God." At that time it was with the Israelites. While Saul was talking to the priest, the tumult in the Philistine camp increased more and more. So Saul said to the priest, "Withdraw your hand." Then Saul and all his men assembled and went to the battle. They found the Philistines in total confusion, striking each other with their swords. Those Hebrews who had previously been with the Philistines and had gone up with them to their camp went over to the Israelites who were with Saul and Jonathan. When all the Israelites who had hidden in the hill country of Ephraim heard that the Philistines were on the run, they joined the battle in hot pursuit. So on that day, the Lord saved Israel, and the battle moved on beyond Beth Aven. 7th, chain effect. As said before, Saul was in Gibeah under a pomegranate tree with 600 men and the high priest Ahijah. Looking north, he saw the panic-stricken Philistine army. The ground shook. It was a panic sent by God, verse 15. Saul summoned his forces to see who was absent. They found out that Jonathan and his armor-bearer were missing. This time, Saul wanted to inquire of the Lord before joining the battle. In our translation, Saul instructed Ahijah to bring the ark of God, which was supposedly at Abinadab's house in Kiriath Jearim. That was recorded in chapter 7, verse 1. The Bible doesn't say that the ark was ever moved again until David moved it to Jerusalem, 2 Samuel chapter 6. So the inquiry of the Lord was to be made by the high priest using the sacred lots of Urim, meaning no, and Thummim, meaning yes. So the understanding was to bring up the high priest, Ahijah, who wore the ephod with the sacred lots, rather than to bring the actual ark of God. But Saul told the high priest to withdraw his hand because there was no such need anymore. The Philistines were already in total confusion, striking each other with their swords. Verse 20. The initial attack by Jonathan started a chain effect. 8th, awake potentials. Now the Hebrews who had previously joined the Philistines left them to return to fight for Saul and Jonathan. Another group of Israelites who had hidden from the enemies were emboldened to come out to fight for the Israelites. The traitors and deserters joined the army of Israel. The result was victory as the Lord rescued Israel. Jonathan's initiative awoke the potential of the Israelites. The weak and scared were becoming strong and brave. So I examined myself. Do my actions ignite a positive chain effect and awake potentials in others? Jonathan's spiritual leadership brought out the better parts of others. If we can all do that, the ripple effect will be world-changing. It is time for Christians to shine. And by the grace of God, the world can be a better place. Let's hope so and pray so. Thank you for joining me, and may we all learn to be better leaders to impact this world positively for Christ's sake. I'll see you tomorrow. Please like and subscribe to my channel and click the bell icon to get new video updates. Thank you.